Welcome to Venusian Soul Tarot. Today I'm back with a timeless pick a card reading, and it's going to be the next miracle coming your way. So I want you to cast your gaze over the cards and ask your higher self which cards have a message for you. We have pile number 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so. But for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi, Group 1. So the next miracle coming your way, I feel like you're learning how it's like your way of being is transforming. I feel like you're in a state, or you will be in a state of flow and really receiving. Very in sync with the universe as well. Like I feel for some of you, you may be receiving a lot of visions, downloads, ideas, insights, and there could be an element of personal transformation and healing as well, especially with shaman and the rose quartz. I just get the sense that there's a sense of fluidity and peace in how you're moving through the world. But I feel there's blessings coming in towards you, but it's like I keep hearing letting go to receive. So there's this process that you go through where you could be shedding. There's the beginning phase where you're shedding, you're letting go with this tower. There could be changes that come in or that are initiated. I feel like some of these changes are within you. I feel there's Spirit showing me like a stripping away of layers or aspects of your identity to make room for what wants to emerge. So I feel like in that process, it kind of enables you to step into this beautiful flow state. There's transformation in these energies. With the 7 of coins and 6 of cups, what I'm hearing as well is your investments are going to pay off. So for those of you who you feel as though you've done a lot of inner work, or you're in the process of doing that inner work right now, it's like you're going to see the fruits of your labor. And I feel like there could be something that comes in the work front. Not just work, I'm hearing like life purpose. It's more of a soul mission, a feeling that, okay, now I'm ready to move forward. Or you may be given, what I was saying earlier about a vision, the vision could be related to your role on this earth, how you can serve, how you can help others heal potentially. Some of you, I do feel, are healers or light workers. You have some sort of mission here on this earth that helps the collective. And I feel like you're coming into a period of time where things start to fall together is what I'm hearing. But it falls together after a period of time where it was falling apart or shedding. So if you're in this phase, Spirit is letting you know that there is change around the corner, and that is the miracle coming. We have with shaman, your magical heart can channel nature's love to heal yourself and the planet. As you ground and connect to nature, your inner power grows. I am in tune with the healing power of nature. So again, some of you are definitely healers. There's been some transformation, I feel, for this group around the heart chakra especially. I feel like there's been a lot of, I can feel a lot of energy around the heart space. I feel like you work best through the heart, especially having your heart nice and open. I feel for this group, having an open heart is instrumental to your effect in the world, or how you show up, how you serve. I'm also hearing there's a big emphasis here on nature or working with Mother Earth, whether that's working with different herbal remedies, earthing, grounding. There's something about, it could be like plant medicine, but some of you may literally be shamans or be becoming shamans. But with allowance, we have the frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. Yeah, for this group, you've definitely expanded, and it's like you're ready for the next stage of your soul's mission, your soul's growth. Many of you are leaving behind old ways of being. With the Knight of Wands, for some of you, you could have had this phase where you were more of a a go-getter in the sense of I'm going to achieve this goal and this outcome, and I'm going to, you know, take these steps, more kind of linear, more of a masculine approach with your energy. Or you could have oscillated between motivation, feeling stuck, motivation, feeling stuck, whereas now you're finding the equilibrium between too much action, not enough action, or, you know, having tons of energy, having no energy. There's some sort of, it's like you're finding your center is what I'm hearing. And I feel some of what you're shedding could be fears, limitations, illusions around your potential or what you can and can't do in the world. And that's what's initiating or triggering a change that's enabling you to really step forward and move ahead. Yeah, but with the Page of Wands and Three of Wands, I feel like Spirit's inviting you to reach for something. Yes, some of this is your own ascension and your own personal evolution, but for many of you as well, I do get the feeling that you're going to be in this space where you're really ready to create. You're really feeling inspired to create something, to move in a particular direction, to really honor your heart is what I'm hearing. And with Seven of Coins, Six of Cups, yeah, I feel like there could be, and again, there could be old narratives that you're letting go of. There could be old circumstances, old connections that you're laying to rest. With the Six of Swords, there is this transition. There is a letting go that happens first. And for some of you, it could be like a difficult process of letting go, because they show me you ascending and rising, but there's a lot sometimes that needs to fall away for us to be able to step into that energy. Yeah, so it could be challenging at moments as well. I'm getting an emphasis for some of you. I keep looking at this 3 and I keep thinking like the number 3, communication. I keep seeing the numbers 3, and when I saw earlier like 333 on the timer. So for some of you, I feel like this shift or your mission, there's a big emphasis on communication. Some of you are light workers who are going to communicate certain truths, healing messages. There's something you may be writing or sharing in that modality, but I just feel, you know, there's something you're delivering in service to others. Yeah, and when I think of the number 6 as well, I think of service, but again, I'm hearing balance and reciprocity. For those of you who feel you've been in situations or connections and there's aspects of your physical life that don't give back to you, that's what's shifting as well. I feel like you're stepping into an energy of receiving more in the context of, I'm hearing allowing more to flow to you. That's what they just keep repeating it. It's like there's some sort of shift in your mindset, your energy, your thoughts, where more can reach you. You also have here, come to the edge of a Knight of Wands. There's going to be new passion and inspiration with these visions. I'm also seeing like 3699. So you may be seeing 333, 666, 999 or 33, 66, 99. But there's a sense of, with this number, completion. You're definitely completing. You've outgrown an old version of yourself and an old phase of your life. And in order to step into a new level of expression, I feel like some of these changes have to come in. You also have here regeneration. Yeah, for some of you, you might still be in this phase where, because we have the 8 of Swords beneath it, or you may have been in this phase where it's kind of, it doesn't have to be Dark Night of the Soul, but I'm hearing purging, alchemy, purification, clearing yourself of certain illusions or narratives. Yeah, and you also have clean it up, because I feel certain things, and again, 21, the number 3, certain things had to be cleared away to make way, I feel, with this Page of Wands for a new vision, because there's something new you're creating. You also have Merkaba, and it's sitting above this. This for me is like an ascension ladder, or reaching the next level with your desires. So with Merkaba, the frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to our Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experiences into our present to serve our highest purpose. Again, you're really coming into alignment with your life purpose, with your mission. Or for some of you, it's the next phase of your mission if you're already living that. Yeah, with throat chakra, I definitely feel some of you are really gifted communicators. You may be able to share your knowledge around healing. You may be able to deliver certain visions or divine messages, but there's something with your voice. And again, we see 55, 32, 5, 5, a lot of repeating numbers for you. You have 666 on the table with Earth. So we have the frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. This is what you're coming into. You're learning how to take action or to receive or to just allow life to be, and you're remaining completely centered and balanced while that happens. You're not trying to control outcomes. You're not trying to shift things, to be, whether to be in your favor or to, unfold a particular way. It's just like that beautiful ebb and flow. And then with Earth, you have the frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. Very strong connection to Earth, Mother Earth, and your mission on it. And above Six of Swords, we have work. For some of you, there could be a transition. If for some of you, you feel like what you're doing is not rewarding or not fulfilling and isn't in alignment with your soul's mission, there could be a transition with the Six of Swords and the Tower of leaving behind a particular job, business, something you've outgrown, so that you can step into service, something that is really in alignment. So we have work. I'm now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Use me to relieve suffering on the planet. Some of you are drawing attention to some sort of issue on, planet Earth, whether that be environmental, it could be it could be a humanitarian type cause, environmental. Some of you may have a very strong connection with the planet, with restoring Mother Earth, with it could be using like plant medicines. There just seems to be a really strong emphasis on that for some of you. For others of you, it's helping to uplift the consciousness on Mother Earth. So we have, may all who need me find me. The divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. This is the level of faith that you've attained. And that's why you're able to just be in the center and flow with life, because all your abundance, all your blessings come from source, come from the divine. So with service, you stop using the universe to try to get what you want and start asking love to use you. You offer all and want to be of service. Ironically, many desires become fulfilled without grasping or manipulation. That's the biggest miracle for you, is you're learning, especially those of you who started the journey at the Nine of Wands, you're learning I don't have to steer this ship. Again, that doesn't mean you don't take action when you're guided, but you're learning how to really take intentional action. And that's why there's this beautiful sense of peace and fulfillment and flow through your life and through your experiences. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, Group 2. So I feel like what's coming in for you is more freedom. I feel for any of you who felt in the past stuck to kind of the status quo or convention or social pressures, it's like now it's like you've set yourself free. You've set yourself free from some sort of illusion, conformity, societal expectation. It's like you are well and truly taking your own path, the road less traveled, and feeling empowered enough to create your own destiny or to create a life that really honors who you are. Because with the Hermit and the Nine of Swords, I feel for some of you, you may have had to really what would I say? Either go it alone, or perhaps you didn't have many who have understood you, understood your journey, been able to connect and empathize with you on this path and through this process. But I just feel like you reach a point where it's like you shed all the fear with the Hermit and the Nine of Swords, because I heard leaving the Matrix. So I feel for some of you, it's like you step out of... I feel like there were lessons you had to learn in terms of solitude, in terms of independence, in terms of, for some of you, there could have been a pattern even from, earlier on or childhood of codependence, or feeling like you needed someone, needed a connection, or needed a relationship, or needed approval. There's something here where that need or desire for others to understand you or validate you or make you feel a certain type of way, it's like you resolve that, you step beyond that. So it's like you reach this place where I feel like you're completely content on your own, and you understand your own power with this Nine of Coins as well, that you can create whatever you desire, you have that strength. But what's funny is I feel like you reach this point, and that's when the meaningful connections come in for you. So the other miracle I see for you is, for those of you who are manifesting or desiring and still would like a romantic connection or a soul bond of some capacity, I see that coming in. But I feel it's like this journey you had to take individually to create your life that perfectly aligns with who you are and fulfills you. And then it's like someone who has also taken that journey comes and you're side by side. That's not for everyone. For others of you, these are just connections that come in with soul, kindred spirits, those souls that really understand you. Because the first oracle you have sitting above the Hermit is orphaned. I keep seeing number, you also had 999. So again, like closing out a cycle. I feel for many of you, it's like closing out a cycle of having to go it alone, or having to find your own completion, finding wholeness within. I think that was a really important journey. And I feel like while you were deeply on this road less traveled or this spiritual path, I feel like others come in earlier or previously to try and join you, I feel like it wouldn't have come together in the same manner. Like it's like you needed that time to be. And you also have here the Seekers. Believe in your ability to attract kindred. I didn't even read this. Believe in your ability to attract kindred spirits and live with a happy heart. Embrace your path with arms wide open. I am free to live as I choose. That's exactly the energy. So again, we have freedom, but there's a sense it's like you found happiness on your own, and now you're ready for connection. And then we have empowerment. The frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we all are connected through the same source. And that's it. It's like you had to really deep dive to really know yourself, to connect with yourself, to come into this new phase. For some of you, you may have had to go out on your own as well when it comes to employment or finances. Perhaps you took a less conventional path with, in terms of work, career, finances, your passions, or perhaps that's the journey you're on. I just get the feeling that it's like with fork in the road sitting above Nine of Swords, I feel like for some of you, there was this crossroads where you could have followed convention or followed others, followed people around you, or I don't want to use the word chase, but pursued, others, connection, their desires without focusing on self. And I feel for this group, you chose yourself. And that's what made all the difference. But I do feel there's an energy where you may be in a space where you're ready now to connect with others, but you're going to do it from a space of completion, not looking to someone else to fulfill you or complete you or, make you whole, so you're in a more balanced place. Yeah, you have Yin. It's time for you to receive when it comes to connection with that Three of Cups. You also have Sacral Chakra sitting above Nine of Coins. For some of you, it could have been the last couple of months. It could have, and can you see the color orange is really significant. So there's some healing or expansion happening around the sacral chakra. I feel like there could be, again, I feel for some of you there's romance. I get that energy, but there's definitely renewed kind of passion, connection, intimacy, pleasure as well. I keep seeing the number. You also have 222. Yeah, you may be seeing a lot of like repeating, especially triple numbers or triple digits. Yeah, you have 22 as well. But again, when I think of 2, I think of coming together. So we have the frequency of the sacral chakra. The orange flower of life supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. I feel for some of you, you may have been in a phase where you're very focused on success, abundance, with 9 of Pentacles, very practical, like your own, you know, your own finances, your own choices, what you want to do next. That could have been, you know, a real, an emphasis or a focal point. But I feel like you may be coming into a time where you're more focused on connecting with others, enjoying other people's company. Yeah, like more fun as well, more pleasure and fun is what I'm hearing. Whatever that means for you specifically. So you also have compassion, and it's sitting above Page of Swords. So we have the frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so the unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. I feel like for many of you, you had to deep dive to find that connection with source within yourself and to find that unconditional love for self. And that's why you're ready to share it. But I also think with the card beneath, you may have had some, I feel like this group, you're naturally very loving and giving and compassionate, but you may have struggled with boundaries and asserting yourself, independence, autonomy. And so you had to develop, I just looked down, you had to develop the divine masculine within yourself with that 10 of Wands, but I feel that cycle is ending. So you may find yourself shifting from a focal point or an energy that's more linear, more perhaps practical, career focused or driven, you know, abundance, finances, getting things in line, to one that's more in sync with the divine feminine, where there's, again, I keep seeing that flow state and that balance. And you have here 2 of Coins, Ace of Wands. Yeah, there's a new passionate beginning is what I keep hearing. And look what we have, true love. Your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner, but this sovereignty actually leads to the deepest intimacy for you to stop using others. Let me stand on my own feet, dear Lord, and know true love. This is the card of, I may want you in my life, but I don't need you. And that's why I feel this journey was so important, because you reached your own completion, you reached your own sense of wholeness before kind of stepping into this energy. And then the other card you have is companionship. So again, this is all about, the next miracle definitely involves kindred spirits and connection. Romantic, it could be like soul tribe. We have compassion. When you fully bless and embrace your aloneness, you're ready for the ones who are meant to be with you. May I welcome this solitude, knowing it will open the way for all healthy relationships. And that's exactly what I was saying. I feel like for this group, somewhere along the line, you may have started feeling really excluded or alone or misunderstood, but at some point I feel like you really came to love that energy, love being with yourself, embrace your solitude, embrace your autonomy, your independence. And I feel like that's what's made all the difference and created this shift. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, Group 3. So in terms of your next miracle, the first thing I heard when I sat down was, can you enjoy the journey? Can you enjoy the process? Because I feel for this group, it's like the energy of, you know, that process of becoming, that process of, it could be working towards a manifestation or working towards a particular goal, desire, vision, but needing to have some patience with the process, the timing, how things unfold. There could be an element of healing as well before new can come in. I feel like I'm talking about more than one area of your life. For some of you, the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups, you may be manifesting connection, but there's some healing around the heart space and the heart chakra that happens first. I also see with Three of Pentacles, Five of Swords, I do see energy around the career sector in terms of blessings and miracles, but I feel like it's like the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords needs to be healed before you can receive what you've been asking for, before the miracle comes in. Now, with the Hangman, I do think Spirit is asking you to have patience with this process, to not feel, because there's more that's going to be revealed to you about your journey, about who you are and what you truly desire. It's like you're going to have more understanding. You have here Garden of Love. All wishes find fulfillment in time. Your faithful heart will be rewarded as your hopes blossom into fullness like flowers in a divine garden. I tend to my dreams and trust in divine timing. So Spirit wants you to enjoy the ride, enjoy that process, but there's a confirmation here. The miracle is that everything your heart yearns for is going to come into manifestation, but it's not going to come into manifestation in the timing perhaps that you desire or in the way you're envisioning it. There needs to be more of a trust or flow in terms of how it comes together. It's like Spirit just wants you to take it step by step and enjoy the process and leave the big picture, the outcome, concern about all of that to Spirit and just flow with life. Just allow things to be. Because I feel from that space, certain things are going to reveal themselves. Yeah, it's like there's more you're going to discover within yourself, within your own heart space and within your own healing that unlocks certain doors. And you have Tantric Journey. The frequency of Tantric Journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences with ourselves and with another. I feel this is really about you reaching wholeness and understanding with yourself, union with self, and that then manifests in the physical. Yeah, it's like you're heading towards, that's what I keep hearing, you're heading towards your treasure, but it's step by step. And with chopped wood, it's like Spirit wants you to focus on what's in front of you right now. That could be, really being mindful in terms of, I just heard slow and steady wins the race. And I feel for this group, it may, like this message may not be as exciting as what you want to hear, or it may be like, oh, like, when people are like, oh, just have patience. And it's when you're in a space of really, wanting to manifest something or wanting to come into a new energy, that can be difficult. But there's just that sense of, taking it step by step, not allowing things to kind of, don't get too far ahead of yourself is what I'm hearing, like mentally, in terms of, how our minds can create visions of, but what about this and that? And what if it doesn't happen this way? Like, I'm just getting all these thoughts, and Spirit's like, shh, like just center, come back to what's in front of you and what you've been guided to focus on now. Allow other things to unfold. And you also have the number 42 twice. So you may want to search that number and the meaning of that number. And you also have building blocks, which is very similar to chopped wood in the sense of, again, step by step. I keep hearing like slow and steady, because I feel like there's more, I keep hearing there's more you unlock. There's doorways that you unlock and knowledge that you unlock within yourself that really helps to guide your journey moving forward. And yeah, it unlocks this treasure for you. So there's going to be a lot of blessings coming in the future, but it's like there's a need to just have patience while you're aligning to them. So sitting above the Page of Coins, we have root chakra. So again, grounding yourself, being really grounded. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies and in the physical world. Yeah. Feeling safe and comfortable as well with where you're at, like allowing yourself to enjoy it, even if it looks different to what you would envision for yourself. It's like trusting. There's a really strong emphasis on divine timing with this group, but not allowing that to leave you feeling as though it won't happen. It's like, how can I enjoy this process, enjoy this journey, and surrender and let go into it, while still knowing and having the hope that, you know, certain things are going to manifest for me and these energies are going to show up. And with that 3 of coins and the 5 of swords as well, again, it's like there could be some fear of failure around your talents, your career, around putting yourself out there. There could be some fears around finances and physical security, which are also making it difficult to proceed on your path, or making it difficult as well. It can be very hard to take a risk, for example, if we have some of these lingering fears. You also have discernment with the Hangman. Yeah, it's like the more you go within, the more you embrace your solitude, certain things are going to be revealed to you, and it could change how you feel about particular desires, particular people. Certain situations may take on a new light as you really journey within. So the frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. I feel like you're mastering the art of discernment and detachment. How do I enjoy life? How do I stay hopeful and optimistic without being attached to either outcomes, you know, thoughts of what I want, these types of things. I feel like there's a level of serenity that's coming in. You also have communication sitting above the Knight of Cups. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through the heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. There may be connections or people or, you know, opportunities, promises that you see through. There's something you see within it that you realize doesn't serve you, or it's an empty promise. It's not going to be in alignment. And it's like Spirit is really testing your ability to go within and trust your intuition and trust yourself. You also have solitude. If right now as well you're in a space where you just need that solitude to go within, it's like Spirit is asking you to embrace that. So once you embrace the inner divine and your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. Again, we get that sense of divine timing and right timing, especially with connection. But there's also a sense here of detachment, letting go. Surrender, patience. These are the qualities that I see you really embodying that lead to your miracles. And then you have enjoyment as well. Striving and pushing makes life into endless hard work. The more you're inviting love to take over, the more enjoyment comes. Allow me to enjoy this life, dear Lord. Yeah, there's definitely a surrender and a letting go and a trust. But again, it's learning how to feel safe in the unknown. It's learning how to feel safe when you're not sure if, you know, what you need and what you want is going to come to you, or having uncertainty of, you know, what that's going to look like moving forward, or when and how it's coming in. You're letting go of the details, and that's what Spirit wants you to do. That doesn't mean, again, that you're not taking action, or, you know, you can't initiate anything, but there's a need to kind of flow with life, not try to orchestrate it or push against the flow, because that's when all this treasure comes in. And Spirit wants you to know as well, the things you're desiring for yourself and the things you want to manifest will manifest and are in alignment with you. But there's a need to just kind of be trusting, is what I'm hearing as well. There's a need to have trust and faith in that process. And in the meantime, this may be a period right now where you're really called to go within and connect with your heart and connect with your truth, especially when discerning or making decisions in the physical. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 4. So I feel for this group, the first thing I was hearing, I was looking at that amethyst, and I felt there's something happening with your third eye chakra. There's some sort of expansion, there's some sort of visions that are coming to you. I also feel the miracle happening for you. It's like you're breaking away from limitations. You're breaking away, for some of you, it's like societal limitations or ideas around, you know, who you should be or what you should do or what that should look like. I just feel like there's this energy of you really coming into your own, in the sense of, I'm hearing shine bright like a diamond, because I keep looking at the sun. You also have the sun and the moon. There's a really powerful energy of alchemy with this group, stepping into your fullness. There's something, you're going beyond definitely your comfort zone, but beyond I didn't see these cards previously, but I looked down and you have alchemy. That's exactly what I was feeling. You're going beyond the confines of what you thought you could have or who you thought you could be. Like it's like really embracing your unique talents, beauty, expression. Yeah, for some of you, and it could lead to the spotlight. I'm feeling a lot of abundance and a lot of success in your career, life purpose, self-expression sector. I feel like you're going to be really seen and appreciated for exactly who you are. But I feel like there's a breaking away from authority or from conformity, from, you know, who you should be. There seems to be this shift. And with the Knight of Swords, King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, I feel like things are going to change really readily. There's going to be shifts and changes that come in that you're just not expecting. But in a good way. Like, I feel many of these changes are going to be aiding you in your journey and helping you. For some of you, you have something important that you are going to communicate or you are going to share. With unicorn, and I feel like you are that unicorn. Like, for this group, you're very rare, you're magnetic. There's something about your energy that really, I don't know, it may captivate people, or it may really have a powerful influence on others. We have, when you believe in magic, special grace enters your life. Your pure heart is capable of experiencing and expressing rare beauty. I believe in magic. Yeah, I feel like that's what it is too. You're stepping out of any sense of limitation in terms of the physical. Like, for this group, I feel like now magic, manifestation, alchemy, creating your own reality, you know, aligning with source is more real than the physical, the tangible. There's been some sort of there's probably been many ascensions in your energy and consciousness, but you're coming into a place where you really know that you can attain what you create. And you may be only planting seeds right now, but I feel for this group, the miracle, something really beautiful is going to blossom from that space. And with the King of Swords, Two of Wands, I do see this energy of deliberation, especially around career and finances. So you may be in a phase, or you may have been in a phase where you kind of like, I'm hearing umming and ahhing, where you take a step forward, step back. Should I do this? Should I go this way? There could have been a little bit of uncertainty. But with the Sun, it's like preparation for stepping into that energy. And with authority, you have the frequency of authority. Reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. I feel like you've become your own authority. No, I just heard your soul, source, God, the divine is your authority. And that's what's allowing you to shift away from the physical to the realm of magic. You also have here and now, sitting above the Knight of Swords. Your ability to be present. I think because you are quite centered, you are quite grounded, these things may come in, but you're not going to see them coming, or they come in a way that's very unexpected. Yeah, the miracle is, I feel like things are just going to, that doesn't mean you don't take any action, but I feel like things are going to start happening for you. There's going to be a lot of flow. There's going to be a lot of opportunity. Things that perhaps you put on the back burner or you thought wouldn't come together start to come together. You also have Thinker sitting above King of Swords. I think the biggest barrier will be overthinking. It's like Spirit really wants you to be in that kind of meditative state, where that state of mindfulness where you can just be really present with what's in front of you, take action as needed, but don't get lost in the mind or the mental realm. And you have to the sea here as well. Can you see the divine guiding you? It's like, and again, the unknown. When we're centered in the present moment, we always are in the unknown because we're not referring to the past or dreams of the future to try and guide us. So by being in this state and this energy, you are always, very much in the unknown. But with it to the sea as well, again, moving beyond your comfort zone, stepping into a new energy, a new frequency. And then you have heart chakra sitting above the King of Coins. When it comes to your career and finances, I just noticed as well, 444. So being really, really grounded. But when it comes to career and finances, make the choice from the heart. There may be something that you really love or you really feel drawn to, passionate about, guided toward. And it's like Spirit's saying, like, act on that. Don't hold yourself back. Don't allow fear to stop you. Yeah, and above the sun, we have conception. So there's some sort of dream or seed you plant that's really going to bloom. And I feel like that's the biggest miracle. I see a lot of abundance as well. I accidentally grabbed 9 tarot cards for you instead of 8. So with the conception, we have the frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. In this group, you're going to realize you're completely unstoppable, that you have the capacity to create anything, and especially for this group, a lot of abundance. Now, with the 5 of Cups, there could have been a period where, there was overthinking or fears or grieving, whether that be grieving the past, grieving old ideas about yourself. But I feel like you come into this place of alchemy, conception and alchemy, and you have 7, 8. And I've also noticed you have 8, 44, 8, and then 8. So 8. Again, your greatest miracle is huge abundance that comes from doing what you love, from following your heart. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. Yeah, I see you being really in alignment. There's some sort of vision, and that could be why Spirit kept bringing up the 3rd eye. There's some sort of vision, conception, idea, seed that I just see you being so passionate about, that's so fruitful and abundant, that just brings in so much blessing for you. And you also have here though, 10 of Swords, the Moon, and 8 of Wands. So again, the cycle of, I just heard being directionless or feeling like you can't see clearly. You're having trouble navigating your path. You're not sure what to give or lend your energy to. I feel that cycle is closing and you're coming into this space with the 8 of Wands where you're ready to go. They're showing you like a racehorse, like they're ready to get out of that gate and start running. There's something that's really either lit you up or is about to light you up that brings a lot of success and abundance. Yeah, with ambition. I do feel like you're going to be very focused on your work or your career or your pursuits, your passions. May I offer all my deepest longings to love itself and invite a divine plan beyond the mind's imagining. Please use me for the highest good. Okay, beautiful. So with this group as well, I just keep getting the sense that, again, the mind's imagining. For this group, I don't know if you're very visual or if you have a lot of dreams and visions and downloads, because they keep showing me that 3rd eye energy, or maybe you create from that space. I feel like your ability to manifest is definitely amplified when you work with visions. But again, it's following love. You're following your heart and then you have abundance. Yeah, that's definitely a miracle coming to you. Divine Beloved, please show me how to feel fully deserving to receive. I release my ego's plan and open to being a vehicle for abundance. But do you see both times this one says invite a divine plan beyond your imagining and release the ego's plan. So Spirit is inviting you. It's like you're going to be channeling the divine in what you're creating. There's something that spirit, the divine source, wants to create through you, and you're going to follow that guidance, follow that path, and that's going to allow you to really step into this beautiful, passionate new energy. And it's also going to bring you a lot of happiness, success, and abundance along the way. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day.